tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick and the Detroit Lions taking on Cam Newton and the Green Bay Packers.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Second down and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and short, to fullback Burton. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down to the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They give to Burton, the fullback, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run again with a fullback Burton. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Newton now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Do it! Do it!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. On first down, Newton to Boyle here over the middle. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Newton now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
And Detroit back in possession of the football.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play fake, it's Fitzpatrick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas.
And they can't bring him down. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They go play action. Fitzpatrick out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ryan Fitzpatrick, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
back here down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight.
Now Hill to return it. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Detroit.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. He's got Burton here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
But let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
The Cam's throw here into the hands of Moore.
Not much there, only a yard. They fake the give. Newton.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. To throw is Newton.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton throwing again.
And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
On 2nd and inches. Newton, throw left side, complete. That's Burton.
And and they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position, but as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
To the air again, Newton. This one brought in by Jefferson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Albert O. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back with more.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
McCann's got it teed up. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, this one into the hands of Burton. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Lions have recovered.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Where was the Bucs who were able to get the victory at home? Dak Prescott, another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one, 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Kelce. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Another carry for Burton. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Touchdown, Detroit! Travis Kelce saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off play action. Newton. He finds his man. Complete. That's Burton. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the final return for the Detroit touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. Get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Newton. This is Jennings. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, it's Newton. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing again is Newton. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Second and 10. Newton again. He finds his man. Complete. It's Haynes. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Newton. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Bo Scarborough, 58 yards. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Newton. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Handoff to the fullback, Burton. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Newton. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 44, Newton. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Newton to throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They run. This is Scarborough. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back to throw, Newton.
That's complete, Okuebuna.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guy.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.